It's a wonderful day today and we're reading some more Reddit stories. As you can see behind me, we've got Jin up here looking fabulous. Nez is asleep on the bed and Chia was on here a second ago. But yeah, I've got the cat post behind me and it looks so good. Subscribe if you want to and let's get straight into the episode. Am I the a-hole for wanting a divorce after my wife refuses to allow me to read text from a new friend? I, 38 and my wife, 33, have always had an open phone policy. We shared the same passcode and never once has there ever been any hesitation about exchanging phones, using each other's, watching while we text or whatever. It's nothing we go out of the way to do, but if we're cuddling, I'm not going to hide my screen while I text and vice versa. Yesterday, I accidentally left my phone in the car with her when she dropped me off at work, and I asked her to check my messages during the day and notify me if anything popped up that I needed to respond to. A few months ago, my wife started a new position within her company. She works remotely, but is on a leadership team with 3 people that she works very intimately with, and she travels with them as well. Her first time meeting James in person was on a business trip about a month ago. A series of terrible misfortunes led to them working together into the wee hours of the morning and then sharing his room the hotel had overbooked for their final hours of sleep. She slept on the couch.
Hey, I doubt it.
Since then, I've noticed her body language when texting him. If she sees me noticing, she'll quickly close her screen and put her phone away. This was making me uncomfortable, but I thought maybe I was being unreasonable. About a week ago, I kinda jokingly asked if she had a crush on him. Her response was denial, but the way that she responded made me even more suspicious. Then a week ago, she tells me that he broke up with his girlfriend because he sees how much we love each other, and he wants that kind of love. So 2 nights ago, I did something that I've never done before in my life. I read their text when she was sleeping. They go back to the day they met in person. A few things made me uncomfortable. Number 1, when my wife asked what they should do when they visit, the other team members are coming to our city in a week. James responded with something cheeky and said, "Oh right, you meant professionally, not personally. Better to keep it professional." Number 2, James has a niche hobby in a gym, and my wife lied about some of her other friends also being involved in something similar. They discussed going to the gym together and that he could take care of her. She responded by saying, "If I did your workout routine, I'd die." Number 3, we went to visit family this last weekend and she sent James pictures of our kids that are amazing and cute and they look so precious that she hasn't even sent me. Number 4, she invited him to participate in a race that would take place in a different state than either ours or his. He accepted the invite. Then she asked me how I felt about her doing this race again this year, that a few people from her company would be participated and she'd like to go. She conveniently left out that James would be there. Yesterday morning, I tell her I'm uncomfortable with their friendship. When I'd asked if she had a crush, she did tell me that she felt immediate friend chemistry with him and that she loved the feeling of excitement that she gets with their interactions, but she also became defensive and upset that I didn't trust her. Last night, I told her that I didn't trust him, that even if she's not interested, I think for a number of reasons that he's flirting. I told her I wanted to get over my unease and I asked if I could read her messages. That's something since day 1 that she's always told me that I was allowed to do. I've never asked her to do it before, and she was livid. She said that she's disgusted by how quickly I've become so controlling over her and how I've taken my discomfort from 0 to 60 over him. She says it's not about her relationship with him at all, but about how controlling I am around all of her friendships. And I admit I have been hurt by how frequently she'll go out with friends where I'm not invited, or she'll go to a party and not invite me. We've had disagreements about it before because she's welcome when and where I am 100%. After a big blow up, I went and took a shower. When I got out, I asked to see her messages. She, very pissed, gave me her phone and declared, "Here, happy now. Here's everything from the beginning," and I'd scrolled to the top. I immediately went to recently deleted messages and I saw that she deleted 60 messages between them when I was in the shower. I said to her, "Why did you delete these messages between you two?" She asked me how I knew that she did. I told her I went to this section and I showed her. She grabbed the phone and refused to let me see it again for the rest of the evening. We fought more and she told me that I wouldn't be allowed to look at all now. Oh yeah, that doesn't look bad, does it? What are you hiding? She regretted deleting them as she sees it's escalating the situation, but that she thought that some of the texts from yesterday would upset me. They had exchanged songs and he had mentioned that one of them was sexy. We went to bed and I again went through her phone. Sure enough, the deleted messages were exactly what she said. Kind of though. The ones about the song exchanges were only 16, but she deleted 60. I don't know which others she felt she needed to keep from me. This morning I asked her again to see it. I asked her again what she deleted and she doubled down that it was only the song ones. She tells me that she'll cut off her friendship with James entirely before she'll even show me the messages. What the hell? What? Oh my god, this is so annoying. She tells me that she'll cut off her friendship with James entirely before she'll ever show me the messages. Do you want to make make yourself seem any more suspicious. She tells me any friendship she could have with him is totally tainted now by my controlling behavior. I tell her I can't trust her, that any reasonable human would be suspicious of their partner if they behave the way that she has around this. Yeah, she told me my feelings are a me problem and that she's not in control of how I feel. I told her all I need to see is them because I want to talk about some of what I know with her so I can feel at ease. She told me that if I felt so strongly about it, I had a choice to make. Am I the a-hole for wanting to divorce over this? I don't believe that she's physically cheated at all, but I do feel like she's well on her way to at least emotionally cheating, if this doesn't already qualify. This is so suspicious. Yeah, like this comment says, oh, the classic, I'm not hiding anything, but let me just delete 60 messages. It sounds like your wife is auditioning for a role in a soap opera called Trust Issues, the musical. The comment above that says, ain't no way they shared a hotel room, and he was the only one in the bed. The comment above that one says, what company has male and female employees share a hotel room? That sounds sketchy as hell. Also, her unwillingness to share the text chain seems to indicate that she's more stressed at being caught cheating than in saving the marriage. You need to give her the ultimatum. And that bit where she said she tells me that she'll cut off her friendship with James entirely before she'll ever show me the messages. Like, do you not realize how suspicious you're sounding? What are you hiding? Oh yeah, I better go delete 60 messages. But what, you're not in the wrong here, OP's wife? OP's in the wrong for being controlling, even though you're hiding stuff because you know that you're doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing and you feel guilty about it and you don't want to get caught. But that's OP's fault because OP is controlling. OP has every right in the world to be suspicious here. I really do love this subreddit, but it really does test my faith in humanity. Like, do we have to read about morally questionable people every day? It seems like we do. And the saying that OP is controlling is such a cop-out. OP doesn't really sound that controlling in this. And she's only saying that OP is controlling because she knows that she's gonna get caught and she's annoyed and defensive about it. This comment says, not the a-hole. She's already emotionally cheating and probably has every intention to escalate to physical if that hasn't already happened. She's keeping things from you and getting defensive immediately. And if you are reacting to changed and shady behavior and want to see the messages, then that isn't controlling behavior. That's you not being dumb. You don't trust her, and for good reason. Yeah, technically therapy might help, but since your wife is refusing to acknowledge that she's doing anything wrong and only wants to blame you, then therapy won't work. As a child of divorce, it's better to leave before things get nasty. Yeah, your wife is hilarious, OP. Yeah, like this comment says, no smoke without fire. Yeah, she's hiding something. Like, we know 100% that she's hiding 60 messages. Like, oh my god, I love you so much, James. You're so beautiful and so handsome. No, you're not the a-hole even a little bit, OP. And also, OP, you're not being controlling. Like that comment said, what you're being is not stupid. You've got a brain in your head and you're going, wait a second, something is not right here. Cheaters, on the other hand, I don't feel like they've got a brain. They're like, oh yeah, I betrayed you and everything that we hold dear. I'm the one who's in the right here, surely. Like, you've got a couple of rocks in your head, don't you? Post number 2 that we're going to read is called, am I the a-hole for telling my girlfriend that I won't move in with her because her rent demands are unreasonable? My girlfriend and I have been together for a while. While I make good money, my girlfriend actually had a house that she's making payments on. We discussed moving in together and she doesn't feel entirely comfortable about adding me to her mortgage, even though we do want to get married eventually. I said it's fine and I get it. It's her house and she's been dealing with it for years now, but obviously I don't want to be a kept man. I currently rent a place and it's relatively decent for the price. Anyway, we were making calculations and her demand on my rent for her is twice as much as what I pay for my own place. I told her that's absolutely ridiculous. She claims it's what her house would rent for in the market, which is not inaccurate, but I told her that only works when the landlord isn't in the house and that at most I'd be renting out a room. I could afford it if I don't save as much, but it would be too close for comfort. She says I'm just making excuses, and I told her I'm not going to be paying that much. She insists that she really wants to live together, but she said that I need to pull my own weight. Yeah, like this comment says, not the a-hole. I'd find that very off-putting. Yeah, like what? You're going to pay for the whole place? Oh, okay, so I'm paying your mortgage. Yeah, but it's still your house that I'm paying off. Yeah, I don't know. This whole situation feels gross. It's not even that she wants you to pull your weight, OP. She wants you to pull her weight as well. She doesn't want it to be 50-50. She doesn't want you to pay what you already pay at your place. Your rent to her is going to be twice as much as what you pay for your own place. Yeah, I don't know about that, OP. The top comment says, not the a-hole. So she wants you to pay what fair market rental value would be for the entire house, even though she'd be living there as well. If she started with half of the fair market rental value, since you'd be sharing the place, that could be a starting point to discuss stuff, but her current stance is so incredibly unfair. I don't even think I'd want to have that discussion with her if I were you. This comment says, not the a-hole, stay where you are, you're getting a better deal. You're also not a tenant, you're her partner. The comment below that says she's showing you who she is. Believe her. Yeah, you can move in with me if you pay rent, which would be equivalent to renting the whole house. Like, come and move in with me and pay me a whole bunch of money, and now I don't have to pay for my own mortgage anymore. Yeah, like this comment says, she wants you to pay her mortgage. If it's that high, you could buy your own home and put that money in a mortgage for a property in your own name. Yeah, because then what happens when the house gets paid off? Right, so this comment that OP has here, over 2 years now, my lease is ending in a couple of months, and I was thinking of renewing it, and then she said, hey, how about you live with me instead? And she got excited about it. She took some time to do some research, and now here we are. Right, okay. Yeah, come live with me and pay me heaps of money. Yeah, no, that's not good, OP. You're not the a-hole, and definitely renew the lease at your place. Okay, post number 3 is called, am I the a-hole for being upset that my boyfriend wouldn't pick me up from the airport and chose to help his friend's wife instead? I, 28 female, have been away on a week-long work trip. My boyfriend, 30 male, and I had agreed that he'd pick me up when I landed, so I was looking forward to seeing him. I had this image in my head of a sweet reunion at the airport where he'd greet me, help me with my suitcase, and would go home together. But the morning of my arrival, he texted saying that he couldn't make it because he had to pick up his friend's wife, who needed a lift home after her gym session. I thought he was joking. I mean, it's the airport, not a casual meetup. I told him my suitcase was heavy, that I was tired, and I asked if he was seriously bailing on me for a friend's wife. But he just replied with, Sarah, come on, with an annoyed emoji. And then, I have to help my friend. Not everything in the world is about you. Oh my god, I felt shocked and hurt. It was like I was an inconvenience to him rather than his partner, who he should want to see. Yeah, what? And for context, this friend's wife is somebody that I've barely met, and while he is good friends with John, her husband, I never expected that she'd be prioritized over me, especially not at a time like this. Yeah, and also the way that he texted you, OP, so rude. He claims I'm being selfish and making a big deal out of nothing, but it feels like he's setting a really troubling precedent for our relationship. Am I supposed to just be okay with him dropping everything for somebody else, even if it's not an emergency? When I got home on my own, he acted like nothing was wrong and didn't even apologize. I brought it up and he said that I was being dramatic and that it was just one ride. Now I'm starting to wonder if he sees our relationship as something casual or if he's just that oblivious. Maybe I'm overreacting. Some of my friends say that I have every right to be upset, while others say that I should give him the benefit of the doubt. Am I the a-hole for expecting him to prioritize me, or am I being unreasonable and selfish? No, you're definitely not being unreasonable and selfish, OP. You're definitely not in the wrong. He's showing red flags here, OP, especially how he said, Sarah, come on. I have to help my friend. Not everything in the world is about you. Like, bro, excuse me? How unbelievably rude. There should be a standard of how you talk to your partner. I don't feel like that's how you should talk to your partner. But what, you're being unreasonable and selfish, OP? No, you're not. Yeah, like this comment says, not the a-hole. I'd leave the relationship. You're very obviously second in his mind. If your partner treats you this way, then you're an inconvenience to him. The friend's wife story is shady as hell. Run and run far. OP said, this whole situation has shown me exactly where I stand with him, and it's not a good place. It hurts to think of myself as an inconvenience to somebody that I care about, but his actions are making it pretty clear. The story about his friend's wife really doesn't sit right with me either. The more I think about it, the shadier it seems. Maybe running is the best option, as hard as it is to admit. Yeah, like what did it say? After they'd been in a gym session, he had to pick up his friend's wife who needed a lift home after her gym session. Why the hell does your boyfriend have to do that? Your boyfriend sucks, OP. This comment says, I'd be totally watching the friend's wife and him because it sounds like they're more than friends, and the way that he downplayed your feelings is another red flag. Yeah, even if they're not more than friends, why does he want to pick her up from the gym? Also, there's no way that he even needs to. She got to the gym somehow. She can figure out how to get home. Like, how is that at all his problem? It's so weird that he's even being asked to do that. Maybe he didn't get asked to do that. Maybe he wanted to do it. OP said, the fact that he brushed off my feelings so quickly makes me wonder if there is more going on that he's not telling me. I hate feeling suspicious, but his behavior isn't exactly helping me trust him. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but there's definitely something off here. OP also said, it would have been so simple for her to just grab an Uber and then let him stick to his original plan with me. The fact that he didn't even see why that was hurtful makes me feel like he doesn't respect or prioritize our relationship. It's like I'm always second to something or somebody, and when I try to bring it up, he brushes it off as me being dramatic. I'm starting to realize that maybe my feelings just don't matter matter to him the way that they should. Yeah, your boyfriend sucks. I don't really understand what's going through his head. Why did he feel like he needed to pick her up? Why did he feel like he should do that over picking you up? Why did he say that he was going to do one thing and then do something else? And yeah, you can't trust what he says. How do you know he's not going to do this in the future? He will. By the sounds of it, it's not the first time that he's put you last, OP, and it's not going to be the last time. Yeah, I feel like there's bright red flags everywhere here. And yeah, you deserve better, OP. Okay, moving on. Post number 4. Am I the a-hole for telling my boyfriend that he crossed a line with my work-life balance? I, 28 female, work long, intense hours at a high-pressure job, and my boyfriend, 30 male, knows this. Recently, I finally set boundaries to stop taking work calls after 7 p.m. This has helped me to unwind and prioritize our time together, which he initially seemed to support. Last night, my boss called around 8:30 p.m, but I ignored it. My boyfriend asked me why I didn't pick it up, and I explained that I didn't want work intruding on my evening. To my shock, he picked up my phone and answered the call himself, saying that I was too busy relaxing to talk. I was mortified. My boss sounded really annoyed, and I had to spend 30 minutes on the call only because he made it sound like I was slacking off. Afterwards, I was furious, and I told him it wasn't his place to interfere with my work. He thinks I'm overreacting and shouldn't be ashamed of setting boundaries. Am I the a-hole? Why did he do that? The top comment says, wow, that's really inappropriate. He just undermined you and damaged your relationship with your boss. To me, it's creepy that he even answers your phone at all, unless there was an emergency. Much less when he knows it's your boss calling, not the a-hole. Yeah, what are you doing, dude? Like, is he trying to get you in trouble? Does he want you to get fired or something? OP said, yeah, it was unsettling. I'm definitely setting stricter boundaries now, especially around my phone. Like, oh, haha, she's too busy relaxing to talk. What was his plan? Is he trying to mess stuff up for you, OP? And also, why does he want you to do more work stuff? Does he not want you to hang out with him? This comment says that's definitely sabotaging behavior. Watch him carefully. Yeah, is he genuinely trying to sabotage stuff for you, OP? I feel like that's pretty much the only thing that makes any sense. Or like he completely didn't even think about it or something, which definitely does not make it okay, by the way. But like, why would he rat you out to your boss? Oh, they're too busy relaxing to talk. Like, that is such a weird and stupid thing to do. Why did he even do that? No, you're not in the wrong, OP. I love having the cats behind me. It's so nice that you guys get to see them. The next one that we're going to read says, am I the a-hole for breaking up with my girlfriend after she went back to a party without telling me? We've been dating only a few months now. We're both in our early 20s. We live in the same small town, although she recently moved here and we started dating. One of my co-workers was having a little party at his house on Saturday night. He invited me and I brought my girlfriend along. She knows my co-worker and a lot of my friends by now, so we pretty much all knew each other. We got there maybe by 9 p.m. We had some drinks and my girlfriend wanted to go to the bar, so we left and went to the bar. It was a short walk across town. We had another couple of drinks at the bar and played some pool. At around midnight, she wanted to leave and go back to my friend's party. I was already buzzed and said that I'd rather just go back to my place with her. She said that she needed to take a shower before coming over to my place, and then I walked her back to her car. She offered to drive me home and I let her. Before anybody gets up in arms, I think she had maybe 2 beers at the bar and didn't even drink the second one all the way, and I could tell that she wasn't drunk. Instead of her showering at her place, I said she could just shower at mine and then we can eat something and watch a movie. She still insisted on going home and showering. I didn't hear from her for like 2 hours and I was pretty annoyed. I saw that my buddy posted a Snapchat story and saw my girlfriend in the background. I texted him and I asked if she was still there, and he said yeah with an I'm dead skull emoji. I got no text from her that whole entire night. The next morning she texted me and tried to say that she went home and fell asleep, but I told her I knew that she was lying. She then said that she went back to the party for a couple of minutes and lost track of time and her phone died and she couldn't text me. I asked another one of my buddies if anything happened while I was gone, and he flat out told me that he wouldn't trust her, and I don't. I told her that I didn't want to pursue the relationship any further. I'm not quite as upset that she went back to the party as I am she tried to lie about it. Yuck! I hate this so much. Gross, toxic, icky, gross, yuck behavior. The top comment says, not the a-hole, and just to clarify the offense that took place, she lied to you about going home to shower. She didn't. She had every intention of going back to the party, and she looked you dead in the eye and lied to your face about it. She deliberately chose to hang out with somebody else instead of you, knowing that you were sitting there waiting for her. She planned in advance to lie to you about that night. She had this great alibi of I fell asleep, which is literally the dumbest, most moronic lie possible. She abandoned that stupid lie and came up with an even worse lie. I lost track of time. And yet another bonus dumb lie. Oh, my phone was dead. And from your other comment, she has started gaslighting you because her lies were too stupid. It's amazing that she actually thought that she could lie to you. you. Go back to the party that you were invited to with your friends and your co-workers, and she thought you'd never find out? That's a level of dumb that's not often seen. Congrats on ending the relationship. Your ex-girlfriend is very bad news. OP said, haha, great summary. Made me even more irritated reading it. The comment below that says, not the a-hole. Did you ask for details from your friends or co-workers as to what she did when you weren't there? Like, why did he include the skull emoji in the response? Or why he said that he wouldn't trust her? There's more left unsaid that I would not want to know about. Regardless, the lie is enough to walk away from her. And OP said, according to my friend, she looked like she was trying to bang the whole party. So yeah, laughing my ass off. Yeah, congratulations for leaving her, OP. Isn't that wild that somebody can be so toxic that you congratulate them when they break up with them? But yeah, congratulations on getting out of there. Don't ever look back, OP. That is so gross. And also, by the sounds of it, there's more information from the friends that you haven't gotten yet, OP. I'm sure there's a whole bunch more that they could tell you about this. But yeah, like that comment said, to go back to the party that you were invited to with your own co-workers and somehow you were never meant to find out about it. Yeah, that's so unbelievably stupid. Not the a-hole, OP, and that's enough for today. I've read enough stuff today that questions my faith in humanity, and I feel like we need to read something wholesome. 4 years ago, I lived in a bush and I hunted my own meals. Now I have 2 passive incomes, my own house and a personal chef. Follow me for more financial advice. Yeah, oh my god, cats are so funny, aren't they? Cats have the best life ever. I wake up every day, I get unconditional love and I get pats, and I have this endless supply of food that I don't have to pay for. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time today, and if you did, make sure you let me know down below in the comment section. And the comment of the day today goes to Shiny Kristen. My favorite response to anybody saying learn how to take a joke when they try to pass something offensive or hurtful as funny is learn how to tell one. Yeah, 1,000,000%. Look, oh, learn how to take a joke. I know how to take a joke, buddy. What you just said is not a joke. Yeah, that's such a good comment, and that's so true. Like, maybe people would find it funny if it was actually funny. Yeah, it's so frustrating. That's such a good comment, though. Okay, I'm out of here. Thank you for the support, everybody. Make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye!